Hello and welcome to my online course about Argentine tango musicality. I'm Silvia Mezzasoma and I'm your personal dance trainer. In this short video, I will give you a glimpse of what you will discover in my full course. To dive deeper and access the complete lessons, visit my website. You will find the link in the description here below. Often, Argentine tango teachers, including me to be honest, focus their didactic on sequences, techniques and figures, and only later on their musical interpretation. While there are several reasons for this choice, it might bring to an unnatural separation between dance and music, and give the impression to the students that they can dance tango with complex sequences rather than with musical coherence. Aim of this course is to regain that coherence between music and dance. Also, I sometimes hear followers saying, I just follow, musicality is not my problem, it's the leader's field. Followers, wrong. The way I like to think of it is that the leader builds the house and the follower furnishes it, meaning that the leader builds the structure of the dance, thus decides on how many floors the house is going to be and where windows, doors, stairs, rooms are going to be and how big. The leader does it by deciding which parts of the song to dance on the pulse, on the melody or on the rhythm, for instance. The follower instead creates the interior design within the house built by the leader, thus decides on where the bed, the couch, the table, the decoration objects are going to be and which ones. The follower does it in the dance by interpreting accents, poses and by adding movements with the free leg within the moves proposed by the leader. By doing so, the follower shall not disrupt the house built by the leader. However, the follower can absolutely influence the leader. Tango music is so rich and there is so much to say about it that I could not distill everything in one course. That's why I divided it in two courses, of which this is the first part. In this first part, I'm going to walk you through, first of all, some history of the tango music, which is always good to know to better understand its origins, evolutions, and why we dance on it the way we do. Then I will give you an excursus through the main tango orchestras to better understand the musical differences that led to different ways of dancing on them. And what about the composition of a typical tango orchestra and the reason why non-Argentinian people struggle, sometimes a lot, with its music? Yep, we cannot skip it. At this point, it's time to get to the core of it and understanding the gist of the tango music, the why and the what, to then pass to the main layers that compose it, starting with the basics, pulse and beat. Then we'll move one layer upwards and talk about the musical phrasing along with its first challenge, finding the one. I'm then going to conclude this first course with the two main musical layers of tango that every dancer above beginner stage should be able to recognize and dance on, which are melody and rhythm. During the Guardia Vieja, thus before 1925, all orchestras had similar styles and rhythms. It is the moment when the tango music starts shaping itself, with the bandoneon slowly appearing as the main instrument. The tangos of the old guard generally had less complex arrangements and simpler rhythms in comparison to the tangos played during the Golden Age or later eras. In this period, we find the orchestras of, in the era of Guardia Nueva, hence between 1925 and 1935, tangos are transitioning from the old guard to the Golden Age of tango. They still have clear and simple rhythms, but they start showing signs of the strong orchestration that characterizes the Golden Age tangos. In this period, we find the orchestras of milongas, salons, flourish. And to accommodate the demands of dancers, new orchestras appear and old ones resurrect. The Golden Age had started. To help you navigate through the different tango orchestras, I have a bonus for you. A simplified schema of the different styles. You can download it from the resources of this chapter. On a measure of 4 beats, the first beat is a strong beat, the strongest in the measure. That's also why this is the pulse. But in the same measure, there is another strong beat, even if less strong than the first one, which is the third beat. The second and the fourth beats are weak beats. Now that we have aligned on If you feel like finding the pulse on a tango song does not come so natural to you, I have a wonderful news. I have prepared several exercises for you to train your ear. They are in the last chapter. There we are, finding the one. Feeling the one in a song, it's important to predict changes, but also to give your dance a sense together with the music. Dancing is making people visualize through movements those sentences. Thus, the movement needs to respect the sentence structure. Often in tango songs, it is difficult to find the one because we do not listen to the right thing. In the last chapter, you can find lots of examples and exercises to train to find the one. But now it's melody. What is the melody? Melody is the waveform of the music or what you would hum. To better recognize the melody, let's visualize it. Great! Now that we have identified the melody, let's tackle the main and most important point. How do we dance the melody? Let's start by saying that a melodic side step with the music will look like. Let's investigate now how to make ochos melodic. Again, rhythm. What is the rhythm? Lots of people confuse the rhythm with the time. So let's state this clearly. The rhythm, it is not the time. Rhythm is the changing pattern of long sounds, short sounds, and silences that are played in a song. Let's visualize it. Great! Now that we have identified the rhythm, let's tackle once again the main and most important point. How do we dance the rhythm? The rhythm is not regular like the double time, and it can be faster or slower than the double time. Here is what I mean. Let's explore the dynamic you need to dance rhythmically. To help you in your active listening exercises, I have prepared a list of songs that you must know. They are from the most popular orchestras and some of the most played ones. You can find them in the description of this video together with the link to the playlist. I have also used those songs in the exercises of the next chapter. Listen to them, find the elements in them, and then start dancing the elements you hear. If you're ready to deepen the connection between movement and music, join me in the full course. You will find all the details in my website. The link is here below. See you there.